Nico Williams.
Nico Williams.
Nico Williams, what a player he is. Fantastic player.
The Nico Williams era at Barcelona might be closer than we think. For months, Barcelona fans have been dreaming. Lamine Yamal lighting up the right wing, Lewandowski still scoring like he's 26. But on that left side, that's where the puzzle piece is missing. And suddenly, there's Nico Williams, young, electric, fearless, and with Nico stepping into that left wing role, Rafinha, who was arguably Barca's best player last season, finally gets pushed back into his more natural inverted role, where his creativity, dribbling, and final ball become even more dangerous. The rumors have been heating up, the fit almost suspiciously perfect, because if Barcelona really want to turn Flick's system into an unstoppable machine, adding Nico might just be the move that completes the whole thing. Nico Williams didn't take the typical superstar route. Born in Pamplona to Ghanaian refugee parents, his family crossed deserts, borders, and half a continent just for a chance at a better life in Spain. Football? That came later. At just 11 years old, Nico joined Athletic Bilbao's academy, the same club where his older brother Iñaki was already starting to make a name for himself. But nobody handed him anything. This wasn't some fast-tracked golden boy story. Nico had to earn every step. By 18, he made his first team debut in La Liga, and for the first time since 1986, Athletic had two brothers on the pitch together, Nico and Iñaki side by side. That moment, it was history, but it was also just the beginning. At first, Nico was raw, fast, absolutely, but wild. Decision making wasn't always perfect, end product inconsistent, but you could already see it: the dribbling, the fearlessness, the confidence to go at defenders who were 10 years older than him like it was a FIFA match in beginner mode. Little by little, the production started catching up with the potential. The 2022-23 season, that's when Nico officially leveled up. The raw speed was still there, but now the final ball was landing. His dribbles were sharper, his cut-ins more dangerous, and most importantly, the assists and goals started piling up. Athletic Bilbao wasn't just using him as a fun young prospect anymore. He was becoming a threat. His chemistry with Iñaki on opposite wings gave Athletic a dynamic attack that defenders simply couldn't predict. By 2024, it all culminated at the Copa del Rey final. Big stage, bright lights, Nico didn't shrink. Instead, he delivered the assist for the opening goal, was named man of the match, and helped Athletic lift their first major trophy in 40 years. 40 years. That's the kind of moment you frame in your living room for the rest of your life. And while his club form was rising, so was his stock internationally. Nico broke into the Spain national team. Euro 2024 became his coming out party, man of the match versus Italy, goal and assist versus Georgia, and then the final, opening goal versus England, another man of the match performance. Spain wins the tournament. Nico officially arrives on the global stage. At 22, he's not a future talent anymore. He's now talent, the perfect winger for flickball. Let's be clear, Nico Williams was built in a lab for Hansi Flick's Barcelona. We're not in peak tiki-taka territory anymore. Flick's Barça still loved the ball, yes, but now it's about speed, verticality, penetration, and chaos. He wants his wingers to run at defenders like it's a personal insult they even tried to defend. Sound familiar? Nico thrives exactly where Flick wants. 1v1 dribbling monster, one of the best dribblers in La Liga. Explosive acceleration, perfect for breaking low blocks and hitting counters. Crossing ability, feeding Lewandowski exactly like Rafinha and Yamal already do. Freedom to roam inside or stay wide fits Flick's fluid attacking rotations. You look at Barcelona's tactical shape right now: Yamal stretching the pitch wide right, Lewandowski staying central, Pedri or Olmo floating as playmakers, Balde pushing high from left back. Now insert Nico on that left wing, cutting in, combining or delivering balls into the box, and suddenly Barca's attack feels unfair. The opposing fullback basically needs prayer. Even statistically, Nico fits, averaging 2.1 dribbles per game, a passing accuracy near 81%, excellent for a winger. 15 goals plus 9 assists last season and still growing. And remember, Flick's system is all about breaking blocks with pace and directness. After 22 La Liga games, Barcelona had played the most through balls, 218, and most key passes into the final third. This is exactly Nico's playground. See, with Nico, people love to talk about the highlights, the step-overs, the take-ons, the speed, and yeah, all of that's real, but that's only half the story. What makes him really dangerous is how adaptable he's become. When Nico first broke into Bilbao's first team, he was basically just vibes and pace. Give him the ball and hope for magic, but over the last 2 seasons, he's evolved into something much smarter. He can hug the touchline to stretch defenses. He can invert inside to combine with central players. He's improved his decision-making on when to release versus when to drive. His crossing has gone from random to intentional, finding runners like Guruzeta or his brother Iñaki with precision. And don't sleep on his passing. At Euro 2024, in the round of 16 versus Georgia, he finished with 100% pass accuracy, while also delivering a goal and assist. That's not just flashy, that's control under pressure. In Flick's system, where wide players often have to make fast reads in transition, that ability to execute at full speed is gold. Plus, let's be real, Barcelona under Flick is built for high-tempo wide play. Look at how Yamal and Rafinha are thriving. Now, imagine having another winger who can give you the dribbling of a street footballer, the control of a playmaker, the pace of a sprinter, and the work rate to press and track back when needed. Okay, still improving here, but the effort is there. Even better, he's 22, still moldable. Flick's high-intensity system is basically built for young legs that can press for 90 minutes, and Nico fits that physical profile perfectly. Sometimes, football just lines up too perfectly, and this feels like one of those moments. Barcelona isn't just looking for another winger, they're trying to build something sustainable, something that doesn't rely on 33-year-olds carrying the attack while 16-year-olds do magic on the other side. They need balance, they need players entering their prime, and Nico Williams, he's walking right into that window. He's 22, already proven in La Liga, proven internationally, comfortable with Spanish football, Spanish media, Spanish pressure, speaks the language, knows the culture, won't need a year to adapt. You don't have to hope he can handle the lights, he's literally already starred in a Euro final. And for Flick, this is exactly the kind of weapon he wants to sharpen. Nico brings that fearless chaos Flick loves on the wings, but with enough discipline to execute his tactical principles. Plus, let's not ignore the elephant in the room, Lamine Yamal on the right, Nico Williams on the left, two of the most dangerous young wide players in Europe, on opposite wings, both Spanish internationals, the kind of duo you build a new Barcelona around for the next 5 to 6 years. You can already hear the marketing department screaming. Let's talk about what actually happens on the pitch if Nico lands at Barcelona, because this isn't just a luxury signing, this is a system-evolving move. Right now, Flick's main left-sided option is Rafinha playing inverted, or Balde pushing up aggressively with midfielders rotating wide. It works, but it's not fully natural. Enter Nico. Nico on the left, staying wide. Lamine Yamal on the right, also wide. Lewandowski in the middle. Pedri and Dani Olmo floating behind. With Nico's ability to stay glued to the touchline before exploding inward, Barcelona stretched teams horizontally. It creates those precious pockets between the center backs and fullbacks exactly where Lewandowski lives. Nico starts wide but drifts inside. This allows Flick to recreate Bayern-style wing overloads, multiple passing options, fluid rotations, and constant unpredictability. Remember, Flick's press is intense. Nico's stamina, speed, and hunger fit right in. Win the ball high. Nico receives immediately in advanced areas. Instant counter. Defenders scrambling. This isn't theory, it's what Flick already demands from Yamal. Adding Nico doubles the threat. And then there's the long-term vision. Lewandowski is 36. His years at the top are numbered. Eventually, Flick may move to a more mobile front three with Nico, Yamal, and whoever emerges as the next 9, or even Ferran Torres, depending on form. Nico's versatility winger, wide forward, and inverted runner makes him future-proof for whatever tactical evolution Flick envisions will Barcelona pull the trigger. Now here's where it gets tricky, because on paper, this move feels perfect, but of course, this is Barcelona, and Barcelona doesn't do simple. There's always the money factor. Nico's release clause reportedly sits around $50 million, which, let's be honest, is a steal for a 22-year-old producing at his level. But even a bargain price becomes complicated when your club still carries the financial trauma of the last decade. There's also competition. Clubs across Europe, Premier League money included, are circling. And Athletic Club, they don't need to sell. They know exactly what they have. But if Barcelona truly believes in the Hansi Flick rebuild, if they want to fully lean into this new era of youth directness and high-speed attacking football, this is one of those transfers you don't overthink, because pairing Nico Williams with Lamine Yamal isn't just good football, it's future-proof football. And if Barcelona do pull it off, the rest of Europe better start stretching their fullbacks now. They're going to need it.